otherwise known as thyroid. Now, this isn't going to be a critique of mental health treatment. We all know some of the disastrous things that went on in the asylum. This is very much just about reflection of local history. I hope that maybe some of you here who aren't familiar with it, the next time you go and get your Highlands and fish and chips over in Medicine, you might know a little bit more about that community across the road. So, I thought we'd better do some research. So I went along to the West Yorkshire Archive Service, which holds the collection for thyroid. Now, you know, it's a big archive. It's the biggest archive outside of London. It is a council department. It's under sweats and cuts. And I know that an average size collection is about 20 boxes. Thyroids, I get there, 938 boxes. So that includes patient records, plans, photographs, everything possible that you can think of, including minutes. Now, it was opened in 1888, and it did actually, like, asylums were a big development in the treatment of mental health, because prior to that you could end up either in prison or you could end up in the workhouse. So finally you could get some medical treatment for your condition. But this lady here was only 22 years old in this photograph. She was admitted because she discovered her husband was a bigamist, which naturally caused a little bit of depression. And you read her notes, you also found out that her mother and her daughter died within a year. This young man is Joseph Mather. He was admitted in 1903, and he believed that he was a country, and that other people were other countries coming to attack him. So he actually got a lot of treatment while he was there, eventually took up gardening, and did really, really well, and was discharged in 1904. The accounts and the records can tell you an awful lot of things about, like, who died, what staff died in the First World War. One of the things that comes up is what people would order, and one of the accounts was for semolina. And another account for 1951 was for 800,000 cigarettes. So, the facilities on the site is an enormous site. At the height of its success, should we call it, there was 2,500 patients in 1945 and over 100 staff. On site there was fire engines, farms, there was also its own train station, so trains would come into the site and deliver goods and services. On the wards themselves you would get a pet canary, you had billiard rooms, there were a library, and they had pianos in each ward. The Highwood was really instrumental in, they started off in 1888 straight away believing that work was not punishment. Those who were capable of doing work could do it because it provided structure for them. So they would do farming, gardening, weaving, tailoring, and that would give them skills as well for when they left. They also believed a lot in doing like leisure facilities. So they had the huge ballroom, they had a ball every single Friday afternoon. They had pantomimes, which the public were also allowed to join into. They had shows, theatre productions, there was also a cricket team there. It was also a world-class renowned drug facility, research centre, and was very instrumental in the introduction of looking at lithium for drug research. So, the actual site was closed in 2003. It's Grade 2 listed, but at the moment it's being developed and restored. And there's another part where there's like a new estate going up. So these are all my own photographs from when you walk around. Really what I wanted to do today is I'm a bit of a local history geek. So what I wanted to sort of share with you is that thyroid belongs to all of us. It's one of those things that we should all take sort of interest in. Thousands of people are actually buried in a churchyard there, which are currently being restored. So, at the moment, it's a very strange juxtaposition if you walk around the site of like the new plasticine houses development that you can see over there. The sort of restoration with chandeliers and hidden hair sinks and iPads, and then the actual derelict part. So you can still walk around, and in the derelict part there'll be like slates missing, and there's a real feeling of what you can see there and what it used to be like. This part here, these are £500,000 houses, and this is the chronically ill women's ward from sort of only 20 years ago. Basically, I don't really know, I feel like it's great the asylums have ended, it's great that these amazing buildings have been restored, but it just kind of feels like the poverty and misery of others have built capitalism today, and I don't know, it's just a little bit like a reflection of big society somehow.